G'day folks, it's one of them little weekday updates. Not the weekend just yet. It's a Tuesday. I've just been doing some cleaning up and probably won't see much in the way of videos for a little while because I'm cleaning up the house. It's time to really get stuck into it and repaint some things and shuffle some rooms around, that sort of stuff. Dad moved back up north for a few years. I think he's going to stay out there for a few more years, so he spent about 2 or 3 down here after the big floods up north, and he just sort of comes back and forth every few years, so he's not staying here anymore. So I've got his old room, which was the guest room, and I'm going to move all my stuff into there, so it's a much bigger room. It does front onto face the front of the property in the main street, so there is more street noise, but I'm willing to live with that. I need a bigger room. I can set things up more economically, get better distance from the big screen TV, that sort of thing. And it's easier to hook up to front mounted security equipment, that sort of thing, the high def camera. There's some other goodies in there which I'm not going to disclose, because a few people ask me what kind of security system I'm building, and well, the best security system is one that people know nothing about. Not even my family know about it, or at least the intimate details of it. So yeah, don't ask. Just one of those things, just don't ask. Just like bunkers. The best bunker is one that no one knows about, apart from the guy who built it and the people who have to use it. So anyway, I fished this out of storage as I'm cleaning through there. I've had this for a while. It's the front panel off an old Astor radiogramophone or turntable unit. Originally that's the top with the tuner needle. There was a big cabinet. I just found this at the junkyard years ago, and they'd already tossed the cabinet somewhere else. They probably burnt it on the bonfire and just chucked anything metallic in the bin. And it actually works. It powers up, it does everything. The output tubes get really hot, too hot, and the volume only comes up and fluctuates when you turn the power off, and it's just dropping down. So I've checked the caps out and they're toast. Everything else seems to be alright, so I'm going to have to get some 32 microfarad 350 volt caps for these big Ducon electrolytics. That one there's a 25 microfarad 300 volt cap, and I'll even replace this 8 microfarad 350 volt DC cap. They're all axial DCs. I'm not sure if I can put your regular electrolytics in there. I don't have any of that value anyway. I've got capacitance the same size, but same rating, but definitely not that voltage, not in DC, at least not a big bloody start capacitor or something, a run capacitor, and they're not right. So yeah, radial caps might work. I have substituted them before, but I think axial caps work better for these, and they look better anyway, because I want to tidy this up, probably get rid of the rod antenna and everything. Even though the tuner works, I want to make my own little enclosure with the tubes and everything facing up, and have it as sort of a retro iPod station, because it does have auxiliary input there from the phono, but I know phonograph inputs are generally very low, but I might get away with using it as a low input from a small media device or something, or maybe a low input from a FM tuner, because if I can convert from AM to FM, it'll actually become practical, because I don't listen to AM radio shows where they're talking about retirement and wills and funeral directors and things. That's basically the first thing I heard when I turned it on, was some AM thing for retirees about wills and funerals. It's like, yeah, okay. Not that the FM radio isn't enough of that crap, but AM radio is all directed at older people. Well, most of it. I think there are some good stations on AM, I just haven't found them. And AM's getting drowned out by a lot of transient frequencies and other things these days. It really is dying, which is a bit of a shame, because AM was the staple for so many years. Same with shortwave. But anyway, it's a nice bit of history. It's a shame it's not complete, but we could always make something retro out of it, steampunk, because they are nice tubes. 6GW8s are the outputs. That's a DC rectifier. I can't remember what that is. 6N8 is part of the radio, and so is that one there, which has a much longer name. Yeah, that's a 6AN7A. Because it is stereo, two outputs. It's a 6V4 that I believe is straight in from the DC feed, AC feed straight into here, so it's either half wave or full wave rectifier. So anyway, how do you get back in? That way. The markings on them rub off just as easily as the dust, so I've sort of cleaned around the markings. It's either that or you wipe them off completely and just have discrete tubes. You write the type of tube on the base of the panel so you know what they are, and you clean them off completely so you don't have any old markings, especially if they're really nasty. They've got nicotine tar and other crap melted all over them. I'll often write it on the chassis like I did with the old Healing TV that I ended up giving away. Oh no, I didn't. The tube was chipped and starting to crack, so I parted it out. I gave the chassis away and all the tubes and things, but the CRT was unsafe, so I got rid of it. The fun way at the scrapyard was throwing it against the concrete. Oh well. Anyway, yeah, getting out here is fairly clean. Just going to move all that stuff, get rid of them. Yeah, $900 I can get the clutch done. That's including the clutch. That's really good. So that's next. Very soon I want to get that car on the road, and this stuff here just needs to be sorted and placed. I'll go through the monitor bits and pick out anything useful. Flybacks. I think Ant wants some flybacks. Don't know if it's worth shipping him to the UK though. Hassock fans proving to be useful too with the heat pump running in here. I'll set that up on the bench or somewhere like that, and it actually creates a turbulent air movement in the building and circulates a lot more hot air. Just moves it around, so that's a really neat fan. Likewise, the Kero heater is going to get cleaned and primed ready for the colder nights and should be good to go. And Daewoo engine's in for autopsy next. I've already stripped the Volkswagen down. You'll see an edited video of that once I get around to it, and that should do it. So yeah, you know what's going on. No videos on the rest of the week really. I'll be fairly busy cleaning up the house and that sort of stuff, just getting things done. Work. We don't have a Christmas party at work because Christmas is our busiest part of the season, so we're having it on Friday. So Friday's all out, and probably Monday morning if we're out on the town drinking, which is usually what happens. All I know is it's a surprise. We're taking a coach up to Melbourne, and there's no other details. Just sharp casual dress or regular casual dress, so it's nothing crazy like go-karting or whatever we did last time. Nothing crazy like paintball. I did suggest a guy's night out or day out for paintball one day, which would be fun. But whatever happens, happens, and chances are there'll be plenty of free food and free grog, so you gotta love that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. It's gonna be an interesting week.